I think self-doubt is going to be a normal part of the process, especially when you're doing something scary and you're doing something you've never done before. Naturally, self-doubt is going to happen. And it's like, okay, well, how do you get over self-doubt? You do the fucking thing and then you gain the experience, and then you don't have self-doubt because you're like, okay, well, I did the thing and I figured out the thing. So I just have to get in there and do it. I can't think my way out of self-doubt. I have to act my way out of self-doubt. Welcome to the Visualize Meditations podcast, hosted by your gal pal, Sasha Patil, a Chopra certified meditation teacher, athlete, and adventurer. This is a place where high performance and health meets fulfillment and fun. Each week, I'm bringing you guided visualization meditations and honest solo sessions where I share personal development, my most unhinged stories, and intimate interviews. Whether we're chatting wellness, achievement, or building an aligned community, we're here to create the life of your dreams and have an absolute blast doing it. Hi, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Visualize Meditations podcast. It's your gal pal Sasha, and to paint the scene for you right now, I'm currently in London, England. That's right. I'm here. I'm in Europe. I'm having Sasha's Euro Summer Part 2. And what I decided to do this week for the solo session is actually a little bit different. So I actually pulled an excerpt from the Mastermind Moments podcast with my best friend, Josh Glanville. And this is us masterminding through some recent self-doubt and some recent mental health challenges that I've been experiencing myself. And this is just a little taste about what you see on the Mastermind Moments podcast and what you hear on the Mastermind Moments podcast when I'm chatting through and masterminding through my personal challenges with my best friend. So it's something that is really special to me and really important to me. And I'm really excited to share it with you guys here. If you guys want to hear the entire episode or want to hear more of this kind of style, you can follow along the Mastermind Moments podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and let's get into it.
How are you?
I am amazing. I'm amazing. And at the same time, you name it, I feel it. Where I feel really excited to be here and I feel so surrounded by love, literally being surrounded by my best friends and getting like good in-person time with you and Danny and just other Tony Robbins people that I've been able to connect with since I've been here. And this whole summer, I've just seen loved one after loved one after loved one. And I just feel so loved in that way. And amazing in that sense, where this summer has been incredible for my personal growth as far as going back to these places and these connections. And I don't want to say wrapping things up, in some ways wrapping things up, and in some ways kind of having like a really nice tying a bow on it moment, end of book, end of chapter kind of moment, and closing things up in a really nice, beautiful bow. And that's been feeling really good. And at the same time, I'm feeling scared. As of today, I have 3 weeks left of my 9-to-5 job. I checked on the calendar, which is really scary to give up that certainty of a steady income. And literally the other night, I could not sleep because I was up spiraling about like, how the fuck am I going to do this? I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't have any certainty around income that's going to come in after 3 weeks. And that is freaking me the fuck out. And there's definitely been some disappointment in some things. I guess I can talk about it now. I wasn't planning on applying to any jobs, but I did see a perfect job. I was exactly qualified for it. It was 10 minutes away from my place in LA. Like could not have been more perfect. And I got rejected for it without even an interview. And I got the news a couple nights ago, again, kept me up. This was what started the spiral that enabled my sleepless night. But I felt really disappointed around that just because I didn't even get an interview, and it's confusing. And there's other situations in my life I'm feeling a lot of confusion and disappointment in, which I don't want to get into on the pod. We've talked about it quite a lot. I won't shut the fuck up about it when we're off mic, but there's definitely some confusion and disappointment happening as well. Yeah, I'd say like in terms of things that are going well, as always, I feel like friends and family are going really well. My physical health, I feel kind of neutral right now. Spirituality, I'm feeling kind of neutral right now. Physical environment feels great because I'm like having the ability to travel, but really ready to build a life somewhere. I'd say my mental health has kind of been challenged for the whole summer. I've had days and hours of really great mental health streaks, and also a lot of self-doubt and a lot of spiraling mentally and a lot of challenges in that way. So it's been a whole whirlwind. And something I was thinking about in terms of this kind of confusion and disappointment and self-doubt that's been coming up is, number one, I think self-doubt is going to be a normal part of the process, especially when you're doing something scary and you're doing something you've never done before. Naturally, self-doubt is going to happen. And it's like, okay, well, how do you get over self-doubt? You do the fucking thing, and then you gain the experience, and then you don't have self-doubt because you're like, okay, well, I did the thing and I figured out the thing. So I just have to get in there and do it. Can't think my way out of self-doubt. I have to act my way out of self-doubt. Okay, great. And then as far as this confusion and disappointment around the outcome not happening in the way that I was hoping it to happen in a lot of different scenarios, I think it's something that we talked about with Danny the other day, where it's like, well, if I wanted something to happen a particular way and I was like kind of forcing it and kind of strangling it almost, you can almost strangle the magic out of it. As soon as I got that rejection, I felt tremendous disappointment. And then logically, I know whatever is meant for me won't pass me by. The universe has a much better plan. The universe is setting me up for the right thing. And it's like, I know that logically, but I still feel disappointment around it and still feel confusion around it. Another thing about the confusion is something that Tony said, at least a Day with Destiny, is confusion just means you're about to learn something, and frustration just means you're about to have a breakthrough. So I tell myself these things too, where I'm like trying to find answers to, why isn't this happening the way I wanted it to? Why is this thing not panning out the way I wanted? And I'm confused why it's happening this way. And it's like, okay, well, I should get clarity soon. It's definitely been interesting for sure. It's definitely a really interesting point in my life because I'm 1 week away from moving to LA.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely this crazy Sasha summer situation and jumping into this new life. And it's like, okay, I have 7 days left. Like, how do I want to be intentional with my energy and my time? And how do I want to be present? And I don't know. It's a fucking whirlwind. So that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, when you're, we've spoken about this time and time again about the best thing you can do in this situation. And when you are feeling this uncertainty and this self-doubt, and the self-doubt is so normal, like so to be expected, and it's part of the course.
Yeah.
When you're doing the kind of thing you're doing, because it's a huge jump. And so your brain is going to throw these things at you, these thoughts at you, to try and protect you, to try and make you go, nope, I want to step back into my comfort zone. But there is no growth inside your comfort zone, right?
Yeah.
So you have to push back on that and push back on what your brain wants and go with what your heart wants, right?
Mm.
But I think when you are feeling this way and when you are taking a massive step into the unknown, all you can do is trust and lean into the universe, into fate, into whatever you want to call it, whatever the word is. Everyone has a word for it, whether you're spiritual, religious or not. I think where a lot of people go wrong, let's use Christians for example, someone praying to God.
Yeah.
There'll be one person praying to God and they'll go, please God, give me the money and the love and the wealth and all of this stuff, right?
Yeah.
That they're praying to God every night for, and every morning they wake up and it's still not in their house or in their bank account or in their life. And they go, why are you not giving it to me, God? Why are you not giving me what I'm asking you for? Do you not love me?
Yeah.
And they do this over and over again for the rest of their life, and they never get what they want. And then there's the other person who prays to God every night and asks for all of the same things. They get up in the morning and they go and make it happen. They go and put the energy out there. They're not staying at home and just praying and hoping.
Yeah.
You are the second person right now. You are putting the energy out there. You are, for the most part, trusting in the process, and I think you have to lean into that.
Yeah.
You have to. That's the first part, and the second part you're already doing.
Yeah. I'm putting the work in.
You're putting a lot of work
I'm
in.
putting so much work in. And that's the thing, is since I've started this podcast, or both of my podcasts, I've put in work and work and work, and it has been crazy discipline and it has been crazy consistency. And I think I feel frustration that it hasn't gotten to the level that I wanted it to by now. And that's the thing. It's like, okay, I feel these frustrations and I feel the confusion, and it's like, well, just keep fucking going. Keep putting in the work, keep being disciplined, keep having the grit, have the perseverance. And honestly, the only thing that's kind of been getting me through this point as far as entrepreneurship is reading and listening to other people's success stories, because it's such a crazy thing and it is not a common thing to do, that watching and reading other people's success stories, be like, okay, it's possible for them, it's possible for me too. It's possible for them, it's possible for me too. And also, it's interesting, like, you are who you surround yourself with. And recently, I've mentioned it before, that everyone I know is going through some crazy transition thing. Today, I got messages from my two best girlfriends saying, like, they both just got job offers. And part of me felt like so excited for them, and part of me is just like, why? Like, what am I doing? Like, not jealousy, but like a little bit of, oh my God, they got these opportunities just kind of not handed to them because they were working for it. But jealousy is, I think, a really good tool to understand what you want. I think for me, it's just a kind of opportunity for something that feels really aligned. And I don't know, it's just, if everyone in your life is kind of going through a transitional phase where they're all leveling up, and I feel like I'm looking around and being like, okay, is it my turn? Is it my turn? Or is my leveling up just leaving my job and working my ass off, you know? And like, that's scary.
But you can't compare yourself. I think we literally spoke about this when we spoke to Danny.
Literally.
Like, we literally, this was a major topic of, I guess it would be the previous episode, right?
Yeah.
You can't compare yourself to other people, because
Yeah.
if you spend your time online or speaking to your friends and you're going, oh my God, they got that job, and oh my God, they are where I want to be in life, or they're putting the work in and they're getting the results, why am I not getting the results? Everyone gets the results at different stages.
Yeah.
You could go and have 100 rejections,
Yeah.
and then that 101st one is the winner, is the one that takes you on board, right?
Yeah.
Whereas your friend could get lucky and they could have 7 applications and they get it taken in after the 8th one.
Yeah. And I know for both of them, they've been looking for months. Like, both of them. Like, I know that. I've been with them through this whole process.
But then you can't, it's exactly.
Yeah.
But you also then can't say, okay, they've been looking for months, so when I hit that threshold, it's going to come for me.
Right.
It could be a year, it could be 2 years. I mean, hopefully it's not, but
Yeah.
but you know, it's not linear. I was trying not to use that word because I know I used it a couple of days ago, but it's not linear. It's different for everyone.
Yeah, I think it's just like needing to have trust. And I think something I really want to lean into, I've just been thinking about in general, is why am I not practicing what I'm preaching? Like, why am I not sitting down and visualizing the outcome every single goddamn day? Like, writing down the affirmations every single goddamn day. I almost am afraid to say this out loud, and almost afraid to put it on camera and to record it, but I'm afraid. I'm afraid, and there's self-doubt, and I'm afraid that even if I say it, it's like still not going to happen. Or even if I'm like putting it out there, it's still not going to happen. And it's going to look different than what I expected to anyway, right? But I feel like there have been so many times in my life where I've gotten so close and then it didn't work out. I'm afraid of that happening. You know?
How much of you believes that this is going to happen? Like, on a scale of 1 to 100, what percentage are you sure that this is going to happen?
Well, that's the thing. It's like, what is this? You know, like, what is the thing? And the thing, I think that maybe I need to get clearer about what this is, because there were ideas, right? Like, I had, you know, I was pitching that network and nothing ended up panning out from that. And I was convinced. I was really convinced that it was happening, and it didn't, or it hasn't yet, right? Like, you never know. Like, this network could come knocking on my door in a year's time and be like, we want you now. We saw you online and we dug through our archives and we found your shit online. Like, it could happen like that. You never know.
That was actually my next point. I was about to say something about that, but go on.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is like, we say this, right? What would success even look like to me? And maybe this is something to sit and think through right now, or like, what does success look like for me? First of all, like, the fact that I have had listeners who have reached out to me and said, oh my God, I did your meditation and I won my tournament, or I really helped this thing, or I feel like it really helped me. Like, that in itself is success, for sure. I want that consistently and higher volume of that. And also, I want to bring people together in community to do that and to raise a vibration. I definitely see what success would look like, as far as like doing community events and live events and having the numbers just grow. I have numbers in my head of what I would want it to look like. And also, I think financial numbers too. Like, I don't want to be like, oh, it's not about the money. I definitely think the money's a part of it, especially now that I'm taking this full time. The first success would be to replace my income. And the second success would be to bump up to a number I have in my head, which I will say like privately, but I'm not going to say publicly.
But have you written it down?
I'm
Is it
sure
just
I
in your
have.
head, or have you?
No, I think into my
you
wheel
need
of
to.
life.
Okay, I think you need to write it down and have it somewhere that you can see it every day
Okay. Yeah.
when you go to LA.
I have the poster
Okay,
and it's in LA, so I just need to
there we go. Put
hang
it
it
up.
up.
Put
Hang
it
it
up.
up. Actually, what I did in San Diego is I hung it up over my bathroom mirror, so I couldn't even look in the mirror. Like when I
Right.
was looking in the mirror, as you're
That's
looking in the
it.
mirror, you're looking at your goals.
Yeah.
Mostly, it was actually a strategy to get me to stop picking at my face, and I think it helps. I think it helped a little bit.
Sure.
But yeah, I think like you're right. Like just
Two birds
looking
with
at
one stone.
looking at
Yeah.
the goals every day, like get the vision boards up, get the things up, like get really clear on it. And I think also I can look at these things, but I need to get in the energy and need to act as the person who already has these things. And I think that's kind of the piece I've been missing. And that's kind of the piece I'm really excited about with LA. Oh my God, I'm about to say Josh's catchphrase. I know what I need to do. I just need to like do it.
Then why don't you fucking do it?
Oh my God, we're literally switching roles today. It's hilarious. I know what the version of me who has achieved all these things, I know what that looks like. And there's some things I won't be able to really do yet, but for the most part, I could definitely act as that person and really step into the life of that person and just watch it all unfold. So
Yeah.
yeah,
You need to get so clear
yeah,
on what it is you want,
Yeah.
on who you need to be, and you just do everything you fucking can every single day to be that person, to get what you want.
yeah,
And I firmly believe, just going back to the rejection, you mentioned about reading success stories, right?
Yeah.
And other people's stories. And I think it's important to do that so you can maybe get an idea on the path you can take.
yeah,
But I've read so many success stories, not necessarily in the same field, but just in general,
yeah,
of people who got rejected, and then they saw something and they said, I want that. They got rejected from that as well.
yeah,
And then when the time was right, a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years later, they somehow came full circle and they went back to that place that rejected them, that they really wanted, and they went, I'm ready for you now. You know, I have what you wanted me to do. And they got taken on board.
Yeah.
I've seen that story so many times. I think it happened with Harry Potter. Harry Potter's such a famous one about rejection, where
Yeah.
J.K. Rowling got rejected, and then eventually taken on. It's not quite the same story, but
Yeah.
you learn from the rejections and you get back up and you realize more about who the person you need to become is. And you just have to do it. You have to become that person.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you read it time and time again. Actually, one of our mutual friends, I saw his post come up and he's like, 10 years ago from today, I was sitting and writing my first book and it was like a total disaster and nothing happened of it. And I sent 100 emails every single day. And now here I am 10 years later, published by one of the most famous publishing houses with this book deal that's crazy money. And that gave me a lot of hope where I'm like, yes, okay, it's okay to get rejected. I'm just going to go and I'm going to fucking grind and I'll make something happen no matter what. I think just like patience, perseverance, like really, and like stepping into the highest self really needs to come through.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But I think, the most important thing, when you sat here just now and you said the question, what is it that I actually want? You have to be so clear on that.
Yeah.
If I ask you in a month's time, what is it you want? You should be able to tell me, bullet pointed. It's ingrained in your mind. You don't have to tell me numbers or anything like that, but you should be able to tell
Yeah.
me, right? You need to be so clear on it.
Yeah.
Because if you're not clear on what the end goal is, you won't know who you need to become to get there.
Yeah.
And you're never getting started, right?
Yeah, exactly. I have it and I have it written down. It's just like not, I don't know why I feel weird about like saying it.
Yeah.
Almost.
Okay.
I think it's just the numbers that get
Right.
me, you know?
Yeah.
But like saying it on the pod is different, you know? Like
Absolutely.
there's a certain amount of downloads I want to hit. There's a certain amount of followers I want to hit. There's a certain amount of money I want to hit. There's a certain amount of testimonials I want to get. Well, first and foremost, testimonials I want to hit. We talked about the exciting development that I want to go towards. I want to do at least one live event doing that new style. You know, that requires me to actually
Yeah.
learn how to do that thing and do the thing.
Sure.
Yeah, like I have a lot of goals and ideas and it's very clear to me and I can see it. It's like, okay, but it's time, you know, it's gotta happen now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But you know what you need to do.
Oh my God, I know what I need to do. I just need to do it. I hope today's episode left you feeling inspired and aligned. Make sure you're following the show so you never miss out on our weekly meditations or solo chats. I love connecting with you guys. Let's talk on Instagram and TikTok at Visualize Meditations, and we will catch you guys next week on the Visualize Meditations podcast. Bye.